I hope you had a lovely Thanksgiving, and if you do not, I hope you ate some delicious food anyway, because food is awesome. I don't like to leave the house on Black Friday, so instead of doing that, I'm going to give you another hoop making tip. And this one is going to be about how to space your tapes when you're laying them on your hoop, because you want to maximize the amount of actual tape that you're seeing, and you don't want to get, you know, your tapes all crammed together so they're all overlapping and you use a billion yards of tape, because that shit's expensive. So I want to show you what I do. It's a quick little trick that I figured out after making lots and lots of hula hoops. So the hoop I'm going to demo for you uses two 1-inch paperback decorative tapes and two 1/2-inch gaffer tapes. I recommend, if you're using a glitter tape, start with that first. The glitter tapes are harder to control and have a little less give, so I like to lay it down first and get it out of the way. So I've got my glitter tape, I'm lining it up, I'm setting my angle, and when I'm setting my angle I want to take into account the fact that I'm going to have another 1-inch deco and two 1/2-inch gaff tapes in between. And I also want to keep in mind that the half gaff is going to have to overlap both of the decorative tapes. So what I like to do to make sure I'm getting the angle correct is to find either the end of the tape I'm currently using or a scrap piece of paper backing and kind of set it in the middle of the angle to make sure, number one, I'm going to have enough space for the second deco tape, and also some empty space on either side of it that I can fill in with the gaff tape. And the empty space on either side is going to ensure that once I've got the gaff tape on, there's still going to be plenty of beautiful decorative tape showing on the hoop. So I'm just going to tape around the hoop, and as I'm taping, I'm going to check my angle every so often, and I'm going to just take the paper backing that's come off the tape I've already used, and I'm going to just check and make sure I've still got enough space. You can do this every 3 to 5 wraps. Sometimes when I'm really obsessive, I will check every freaking wrap, and then you can just adjust accordingly. If you notice it's getting too wide, you can sort of pull your tape in a little bit. If you notice it's getting too narrow, you can pull it out a bit. And then when you come back in with your second tape, you just make sure you lay it in the middle of that angle you created. As long as you make sure there's about an equal space on either side of the tape, it's going to come out even. It's okay if that second tape gets a little too close to one edge or the other, as long as there's still enough room for that gaff tape to lay down and cover both edges, because that's what's going to make the whole thing look nice and neat and even. It's gonna look really clean, as if you meticulously marked out each angle with a ruler and a Sharpie before you even started taping. I've actually had people ask me if I use measuring tape to mark down my angles before I tape. I do not. Anyway, I hope that this was helpful and informative, and if you have any questions whatsoever, please leave them in the comments. I hope you had a lovely holiday and that you're going to have more lovely holiday time in the future coming month, and I will see you next time, and goodbye.